Welcome back to another episode of Waiting to Exhale Parenting Edition, where I am talking to my mom about parenting from back in the day, back in the day, to now, how we do parenting. So,
Hey,
mother, do you want to introduce yourself to the people? You don't got to say your name if you don't want to. Just say, hey, I'm this girl, mama. No.
yeah, no, say no. Hey, what's your name? Mama May, Mama. I'm Miss G. How y'all doing in the comments? I'm new to this mess, but she wants some honesty. I'm gonna give it to her for her ass.
Calm down, calm down. All right, so question one. What is one thing, if anything, that you would change when it came to raising me specifically? Not all of your children, just me specifically. If anything, because I know I'm perfect. I know it's hard to probably try to figure out where you could have corrected me, but if you anything,
Wait,
don't.
where I say that again? Where I could what?
What is one thing that you would have changed, if anything, when raising me? Like changed or did differently. I don't know,
Within you or just within my circumstances?
with me, like with dealing and handling me. You know what I'm saying? Like not all your kids, but like our relationship with when raising me from start to finish.
Um, I say I wish that we were. Let me see. I knew how to be more nurturing back then. I say.
That's a very good answer. I like that. That's nice. Let me write this answer down so I can have it in my record. No, I'm just saying. That was a nice answer. I love that, Mom. I appreciate that. Um, do you want to ask a question before I ask the next one?
No, go ahead. I want you to have the floor because I want you to be content with everything about your childhood or how you were raised and my thought process. So really I want you to have the floor.
I mean, yeah, but
Or your people's any questions they may have. I'm
they,
open.
they kind of pick these questions right now. But so that's why
Oh,
you still have to ask me something, or I might ask you because I had a couple
I
just.
mean I'm gonna ask you along the way after we're done. I'm gonna get in there.
Okay, I'm gonna get in there. Oh, y'all, my mom is a joke like me. But anywho, what is a pivotal moment as a mother? Now, this don't got to be just with me, but what is a pivotal moment in your parenting journey that made you feel proud to be a parent, or proud of your kids, or proud of just the dynamic of us?
Um, I say when I made it. When I made it, when I seen that y'all wasn't out there hoeing, y'all all graduated high school, especially when y'all graduated high school, I made it. You know what I'm saying? I To be a single mother by myself with no daddy, no help. When I finally made it, I cried, and then all three of y'all graduated high school. I cried
Did
because
you?
even though through all the struggle I went through, that still, it made it happen. Even though I was mean or evil, as y'all say, I don't care. Look who I look what came out of it.
And let me add this, and there's no shade to my sisters, but when you keep saying your kids not hoes, you only talking about me.
I mean,
I want you to know that.
look, what I mean is they taking care of themselves. They not out here on bums from where I come from. When people just was having sex for a half a pint of Amsterdam and a
Okay.
and a you know. So it's a difference.
Okay. Okay, yeah, you definitely got your accomplishment there, cuz who's doing that? Um, okay. So this one is not really so much of a question. Well, I guess, like, how would you say, or how do you feel about your parenting with us versus your parenting with your grandkids? Because, okay, wait, before you answer, girl, Phaedra, mama, on YouTube, I think you got to be on for like 5 minutes before they let you start cussing. So, mama, she gonna have to come in at the end of the show. But mama, I made that video about Damon Wayans. He had an interview and he was saying like a lot of grandparents are great grandparents because of their is their apology, so to speak,
Mm-hmm.
from for how they date kids. And I guess not to say an apology, but like you learned what you did or didn't do. Like how, for example, how you said
It's they soften us up. It's a feeling you when like when Sunshine was born. That's why she's Sunshine because it was like this greater sign came over me and it changed me, and I became more
really,
softer.
dang,
And
I didn't
I
know that
that's
was
why they
you.
that's why they get anything they want from me. I can't tell them no. Them my babies. Them my world. They changed the person, the evil me. They took away.
So I should have had a baby when I was 12.
No,
For
no, no,
those of you who don't know,
no,
Sunshine is my
no.
oldest daughter.
And then as they
Um,
get older, you realize that they love you because they love their grandparents because they actually like them. My grandkids actually like me. They tell y'all, take me to Gigi house. I want her. I don't forget you. I want her. So that to me, that's special. Y'all kids, y'all wasn't like that. It was like, dang, they don't want to be around me. And then when y'all got older, y'all scooter scattered and went around the world.
Scooter Scatter is crazy. Hey, Mr. Fitter Truth, welcome in. So for those of you who are just coming in, I am having a conversation with my mom about all things parenting, us, my kids, her grandkids. Um, but yeah, I agree too. Like, even though in the interview he was saying more so of apology, I just feel like it's um um a growth, like, and not to say like, oh, they because they're not my kids and I could just send them back. You know how people aunties and all them say, but
Mhm. That's just a perk too, but
but they'll never want to leave, and you'll never be want to leave.
right, right. I don't care. They can come and stay as long as they want to.
Okay, so this question, we going back to you saying how one thing that you would have changed is being more nurturing. So my question is, why didn't you say I love you more often or like hugs and all that? So this is before I knew that you acknowledged the lack of nurturing. So if you think about it, do you think it's a reason why you weren't as nurturing as you wanted to be?
It's a few
Or
reasons why. One, I wasn't raised with it. And two, my life was hard. I had to live like a man. And you know what I'm saying? I by myself with three girls. Life was hard. I went through all that. I sold drugs. I sold well, oops,
can't
I'm
say
on the
drugs,
internet.
but I know,
Yes, I'm sorry. I did things I shouldn't been doing. I had to, I had to live like a man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why.
right. But some men are nurturing, most men not.
No,
But
not when you got to be out there in the streets hustling and making sure you got to provide. I had to be outside. Put it that way.
okay, so is there a point now where, or was there a point before? I'm gonna say before 4 years ago? Or is there a point any time where you felt like I need to start? Okay, now I feel a little softer. Now let me start saying I love you and hugs and all that. Because we say it now, but I say it first, and I feel like I started us because we don't say it in person a lot. We text it a lot, but when we leave in from each other, I don't. We don't say it. We don't hug or nothing like that. But I want us to start. But I feel like I'm slowly or easing into it because I'm not used to it. So it's like kind of weird. And it's not to say that I don't think you love me or even my sisters because I don't do it with them either. But I need to start. So it's not like I feel like we don't love each other. It's just that everybody not.
Emotional
Yeah,
and touchy
yeah.
feely
So
type of yeah. We not like that, but we more like that now because we see that it's only us four for real. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, all the family going, we weeded out all the fakeness. So now it's like really down to the nitty gritty, and we see who really there in the family or what family is. So yeah, you want to tell us? I want to tell y'all I love y'all. I'm an older woman. I want to tell y'all your mama love you. She happy who you are. She proud. I'm there for everything. I'm there for you. Whatever you need, I'm there. So you know how I am. I give you my last, and I'll figure out myself later on.
yeah, I know it took us a minute to get there though, because I was gonna say, how you said you didn't do it because you wasn't raised with it, which is understandable. But I feel the same. Like even though I wasn't raised with it, I don't feel that. it wasn't there. But sometimes, like when I'm mad or sad, I feel like it's not there, or I put it in my head, it's not there. Like, shouldn't you be saying she love me? And I'm like, if I'm mad at you, and I'm talking about the kid, like, shouldn't you be saying she love me? She probably really don't. She don't care if I'm here or whatever. So I feel like that's what makes me just say it to the kids randomly and all day, every day, because I know. I mean, I don't be as mean, but I know like when I'm mad or mean to them, I don't want them to have that thought because I say it every day. So y'all can't ever say or think I don't love y'all just because I yelled at y'all this one time and then talk to y'all for 2 hours.
But that's how y'all used to be. You couldn't. If I yelled at you, y'all sit up and cry. So it wasn't y'all didn't get beat. It wasn't like y'all was neglected or miss something in life or homeless or anything like that. I was every day was a struggle because I had to do it by myself. And then I had to do you had dealing with mommy, mom, she was an older woman, so that was on my list. It was a lot.
Mom was a whippersnapper when I was growing up.
Yeah, when you was growing up, but as she got older. You gotta remember when I was pregnant with you, mommy was already in her 50s.
Hmm.
So I was
And
already I was already doomed, I felt like.
And let me tell y'all about my grandma. God rest her soul. I love her. But she called me ugly when I was born. Mama, do you want to tell them that story?
No.
That she said, "Ugh, put her back," or something. She said, "What she say, Mama?" This goes to show you how cutthroat or raw or emotionless people is or was back then. Like, of course, my grandma ain't called me ugly my whole life.
Crazy. I was in labor and she was in the bathroom. Gabe was in the bathroom getting drunk while I was in labor. What are you talking about? They didn't care. What? No. Oh, you okay? You how you doing? No. Go cross the street and get to the liquor store and get us a bottle when we meet me in the bathroom. Come on.
That is very wild. Hold on, let me check off these questions that I already asked. And y'all, I'm baking chicken. It smells so good. Mommy, you want me to bring you some before I go to work?
No, I want chicken. That is chicken.
Well, I was gonna say you want some Alfredo, but I'm gonna put chicken in there too and shrimp. Okay. Next question. So, for those of you who don't know, my dad is no longer here. He committed suicide when I was 2. So, Mama, this next question for you is: was there ever a time that you felt a way towards me or treated me a way subconsciously, maybe? And I'm not saying a bad way. You could have loved me more or probably wanted to stay away. I don't know. But after that situation happened, was there ever a time that you felt a way towards me, and like I said, not a bad way? Maybe you felt like you needed to pull me closer, or maybe you felt like I can't look at you because you look just like him, or hey, Shani, welcome in. So like, was there ever like after the situation happened, how was I handled? Like, how did you feel about me? Like, dang, I got this baby and he's gone. Like, and I really want to ask this question because especially since Olivia is going through something similar with her baby daddy being gone now and her having a kid that look exactly like him. I got to see him and raise him every single day. And also, I'm not sure if we ever, growing up, do you remember if we had a conversation about my daddy? I know that y'all tell me how good of a man he was, how he would have loved how I grew up and how I'm acting or whatever, but I don't think we ever really had like a conversation of you asking how I felt. Hey, KT, welcome in. Like, of you asking how I felt about me not having a daddy or being raised without my.
I asked you plenty of times. I've asked you.
Okay.
And you always say, I don't know that man. I don't care. I ain't got nothing to do with me. La la la.
Okay.
But
how did you feel, or did it make you feel away? Not my responses, but just like I said, him being like permanently gone, unalive.
Yeah, I loved it. That was my first love. So I loved you more. And even though he shot me, if he would have lived, I still would have married that man. I still would have ran away and married that man. That was the plan. But
I don't know if you would say what he did to you again, but I know.
And my concern about you was I was just hoping that as a 2-year-old you wouldn't remember because you was with him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He took you from me and ran off. So
yeah, he hurt me, KT. I was with him. I was with him when what? When he did?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't never know that.
Yeah, it was in front of the house. It was in front of my house. My
I mean, I
house.
knew he was in front of the house, but I didn't know that he came and got me and unalived himself. Where was I at? Like, what do you mean?
I was outside.
Right, but where was I?
He was with me.
Okay.
And he didn't want you, he didn't want me outside, us outside. So he wanted me to go in the house. And I'm out hanging with everybody else hanging. And I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. And he like, give me my baby, give my, So he snatched you up, jumped in his car and drove off. So, we arguing through the phone. Give my baby, bring my baby back. We call, he run to town your house. I guess he had already had something going on. I don't know. All I know is I was, teenager drinking, having fun.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted me to go in the house, and I didn't want to go in the house. So when he came back, when he put up back in front of the house with you, I was like, just give me my baby. I don't care about none of that. Just give me my baby. All that. And he was like, you ain't getting, cussing back at me and whatever. Then, we just arguing back and forth. The next thing I know, he go in the car and get the gun, get the thing, and then he shot me. And
Right, and
I
you
ran the
passed out.
house. I ran the house. Nope, I ran the house. I ran in the house, and then when I come back outside, he was dead across the street, and you was standing there.
I never knew that. That's wild.
Yeah, that's
You
why.
never What'd you say? I'm
The
sorry.
crazy part about it is I bought the bullets 2 days ago. I bought up the bullets 2 days ago.
Yes. I never knew that either. Learn something every day. Before we continue with questions, does anybody in the comment section have a question? Mama, do you have a question for me? Shannon, yes, I am the oldest. Olivia, hey, welcome in, sister.
Hmm.
Thanks again, Daily Harmony. Look at me. I am learning stuff about my childhood that I never knew. Maybe that's why I'm so nonchalant. Because why would I be there when he killed and stuff? That's crazy. But anywho,
But you
now
know,
I'm extra mad at him, even though he's gone.
but that was his good. But I don't know what but he had a lot of family problems. So whatever he was going through mentally, that was his mental capacity or whatever.
Mm,
I wasn't there. I couldn't get in this. Can't nobody get in nobody else's head.
right, right. And that's what I'm saying. Like I felt it. Like I always said, it was selfish. Like my whole life growing up or whatever. But then like as we grow and talk about mental health and stuff that people going through, or just me learning life period or having hard parts, I've never had a hard part that made me want to say like I'm ending it. But it's like, all right, sometimes I can understand it, but not really. And I really can't understand it if you had your kid with you. Okay, especially the way that it happened. Like you just hit the mama and don't know if she about to get back up, and then you're gonna take your own self with your kid right here. Like that's crazy. But anywho, okay, no questions, no questions. Mama, you have a question, or you want to add anything?
No, no. But that's why I just let you. I wanted you to be around the family, so even though they wanted to kill me,
Unalive you.
yeah, unalive me. The whole neighborhood, really, the whole
That's
neighborhood.
wild and weird. Okay. Anywho, next. How do you handle accountability?
If I'm wrong, I just say I'm wrong. I don't mind being wrong. But I think about people when I do things so that I don't do nothing to try to hurt nobody. So if somebody come to me and say you did this and that was wrong, I say I was wrong. I say I was wrong. I don't lie.
Is that the truth, Mama?
It's
Maybe
not
that's
the
the
truth.
truth, your daily
What was
heartbeat.
I wrong at?
I don't know.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
asking? I ain't talking about this with me.
I'm just talking about with anybody. I don't do nothing to people. I don't live my life like that to do stuff. That's why I don't have nobody around me now because I don't live my life doing stuff to people that's going to make them mad at me or I know it's something wrong. I don't live that like that.
I know I'm saying throughout your whole life, and I'm only asking because, and not just with me, but I haven't. Let me see. I'm trying to think before I say it, but I don't think or recall you apologizing to anybody or
Because I shouldn't have to apologize for my reactions to them. When they do something to me and then they want to call me a bully because of my reactions, that's your fault. I'm a Sagittarius. If you're gonna do something to me, respect the consequences.
the
You can't
Sagittarius.
tell me, oh, you took it too far, you did too much. You shouldn't have came to me wrong.
I mean, I hear that, but do you hear the other person's feeling? Like, cause I understand like not being sorry for what you did or what you said, but maybe how you did it or how you said it. You never feel that it's too far.
No. Because whatever pissed me off, you shouldn't have. You knew it was gonna piss me off before you did it or said it. So you shouldn't have did it to piss me. You can't tell me my reaction is wrong.
Okay, so I was speaking generally, but now let's put it with me and you. Is there a situation with me and you that you ever felt that it was too far? You don't have to say a situation. I do have a few in mind, but if like I do understand like being in
Talk
trouble
about
for
it.
I do understand about being in trouble for it, but is it like was it ever like I didn't have to do that much?
Hmm.
No. Do you?
Yeah. With you, yeah. But that's because my kids are sensitive. But when I'm mad, I'm not thinking about these. My kids are sensitive. When you call me a bitch, I'm about to kill you. If you disrespect me, I'm about to hurt you. I'm coming to you. I'm not. It's no question. My respect is not negotiable.
Okay, but I'm okay. So I'm gonna bring up a couple things that were not in my mind or eyes wasn't disrespectful, and I feel like you took too far. Two things stand out. So one was you sent me to the store to like do an exchange or return. I was 10 or 11. I think I was going into middle school. I had to take some uniform back. They didn't have my size, so I just didn't get nothing. I just didn't exchange nothing. So I came back with the receipt and the same clothes. You were mad. You had a cup in your hand of alcohol and you splashed it in my face and started cussing me out. I felt like that was extreme. And that was too far. Like, you send a 10-year-old to the store to exchange clothes and don't know what you're doing.
I don't remember that. But if that happened, then yeah, that was too much. But I don't remember that. So yeah, I can apologize for that happened. But that's crazy. Why would I just
Yeah.
go drink with alcohol in your face?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
My thoughts exactly, mother. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate
I don't
that
remember
part
that.
and the acknowledgement of it being crazy because it was.
Yes, but I don't remember.
um, Another situation. We don't have to say how old I was,
Mhm.
but when you found out that I was no longer a virgin for like a month, you didn't call me by name. Remember, Shauna was living with us, so you never called me by name. You came in the house like, where that bitch at? Did that bitch eat today? That bitch but not have did this. That whole da da da. Like I hear you, of course, because I still live there. I feel like that was too far. Like I understand being in trouble for losing my virginity or whatever, but a lot of stuff that follow or words that follow after that because you didn't. I don't even know if you really. I got a whooping, but it wasn't like extreme or nothing like that to where
I
I
didn't whoop
felt.
y'all. Y'all really didn't get whooping, so I don't know. But
Yeah,
it's
I thought
probably
it was more the
because
words that hurt me more than any
yeah,
physical
yeah,
things that
yeah.
hurt me.
But I what that was, I don't remember that either. I don't know what's happening. I don't remember this shit. But if that did happen, it was probably the disrespect that you have of my mother, because that's you did it in mommy house, and it was respect, and it was all, and you know what I'm saying. You her prized child, you know what I'm saying. So it was all that, all in one. You know what I'm saying. But I don't remember the bitches word. I don't remember you ever really calling y'all no bitches and all that type of stuff. But I remember cussing you out. But I don't remember bitches. But if I did, I apologize for that because that's weird. I usually don't do that.
Yeah, I'm saying like it. That's
I'm
why
not a
like,
I'm
I'm
not a
saying like
cussing
some stuff
person.
was
I really don't
extreme.
even cuss, so I don't even. Yeah, but okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like some stuff was just so extreme, and it wasn't. Well, it wasn't really
Yeah,
no
well, you
physical
should have said
stuff.
something all these years. You should have been saying something because I don't remember. I'm not thinking that this is trauma to you. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't remember. I don't even remember it.
Well, maybe we needed a therapist, but I think I'm good now. I need a therapist in my own regular life, but I feel like I'm good with us because as many times as like you and Olivia didn't had the conversation, and Olivia, if you in here, you be pissing me off a little bit. Because Olivia will bring up a time where she got a whooping for letting people come in our house and tear up our stuff. Girl, you should have got a whooping for that. That's the only thing you can say. But I don't feel that. I mean, I do feel like it's trauma or like I said, it's more of the words that stuck. So that mixed with you not saying I love you or hugs or like quality time growing up just made it feel like hate, made it feel like an unloving environment. And again, not I never looked at you like, oh my God, this lady hates me, she don't want me around. This, like it wasn't. It just was. I recognized the lack of nurturing.
Yeah, I wouldn't nurture her, but I loved you to death. I treated y'all like I didn't mistreat y'all. I didn't neglect you. I didn't abuse you. I didn't do
Right.
none of that. I just didn't hug and kiss you after you got old enough. I didn't hug and kiss you a lot when you got older.
Yeah, and
Cause
we
y'all, when y'all grow up, y'all be wanting to hug and kisses and teenagers. The
force
same way the
it,
grandkids doing me now. This
force
ain't
it.
sunshine. This ain't sunshine, big
And,
man. Now they don't want me hugging and kissing on them.
and guess what? I do it anyway. And you think they want me hugging, kissing on them too? No. I just stopped calling me your
It's a,
country.
but I'm saying back then it was supposed to be automatic. You supposed to know your mama. If you ain't neglected, your mama wasn't no crackhead. She wasn't no hoe. You wasn't starving. Cause all y'all big as I don't know what. You can't say you didn't eat.
Hold on. I'm sick. I'm not big. Hold
You,
on.
you know what I'm saying? Y'all had all the electronics. Y'all had all the school stuff. Y'all had everything. I don't understand.
I mean, maybe I don't understand how I'm so emotional and just I got in here with y'all and I want the emotional part, like the electronics and all that stuff. Yeah, mom, I'm glad you done did that and got that for us or whatever. But I wanted hugs. I want to love you. I wanted car rides. You see, every time when you used to drop the kids off and sneak out, I snuck out right with you. Like y'all, me and mama, mom, she was outside. And every time she was outside, I wanted to be outside too because maybe as a kid I knew I wanted that nurturing part, and mama knew that she wasn't giving it but didn't know how, so she would let me tag along with her every time she out hanging with her friends to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll be laying on the couch and she was like, "You ready to go?" And I'll just be saying no because then you don't ever gonna bring me outside again because I'm ready to go. So, and I think I helped her get away because she always be like, "I'm going to tell my grandma." She's like, "I'm going to the store. I'll be right back." We knew we weren't coming back, and she took me like, "Cause I'm
Oh,
taking
that
you
was
for you, duh. I'm coming back. You think I'm gonna go hang with her?" And then we go hang. So maybe
like
I was
oh for days. Like
maybe I was always that kid that just wanted that companionship, or maybe something in the back of my head visually I cannot see it, but maybe I felt the fact that my father unalived himself in front of me. Like I never even knew that till today, and that's really crazy and weird. I'm not gonna blame that on a lot of my feelings, but maybe the fact that that happened, I knew it and just wanted to cling to you more or something. Like I don't know, but
but I
uh,
didn't want that to affect you. That's why I never brought it up because I never wanted that to affect your life growing up, and I didn't want that to affect his other side of the family or your choices to be around them and all that type of stuff. That's why I just stayed. I just did my part. You know what I'm saying? You was just my baby, and then you deal with them on make your own opinion as you grow up.
right. But like I feel like I knew the story. Hold on, sorry, it's a puzzle. I feel like I knew the story as far as what he did to you. Maybe I just didn't know the order or the timeline. Like I didn't know that it happened so fast back to back. I knew that y'all had got into an argument and he had took me away from you, but I'm thinking he took me away from you and dropped me off somewhere. Like took me to somebody's house or whatever and did what he did solo on his own, not around people. I didn't know that it all happened, y'all arguing, and he did what he did to you and still got me and then unalived himself while he still got me. I don't know if that would have made me feel a way towards my other side of the family, like his people.
That's what I didn't want it to affect your life. I don't want that to affect your life, period, at all.
I don't know if it. I don't know if it would have, because I don't know. It's making me a little sadder now that I know how it happened, but I still was feeling my way about him as far as like it being selfish, and I just really feel now. I feel now more that it's selfish. Like I don't know how to describe it or explain it, but I feel like I remember stuff all the way back from when I was 3. Where was we? What? How old was I when we was living on Griggs in that duplex?
On Griggs and Duplex.
On Plymouth and Griggs, across the street from the grocery store.
Oh. I was 18. That's my first apartment. Well,
Right, but
I was
how old was I? Like
17. I was 17.
2 or 3?
You was like 3.
Right.
That's
So.
when I got out the, because after all that happened, mommy put me in a crazy place.
Mhm.
So
I'm not laughing, but
I
I
was in the
remember.
crazy place until, because my daddy had died that November before.
Mhm.
And when that happened with your daddy, my mom put me in the crazy place. And I didn't get out until like 3 or 4 weeks later when the check came. My daddy um
Um,
insurance check came, and she came and got me out.
mm,
And I moved into it. I had her sign in the apartment because I was like, I'm getting away from y'all, because the whole thing was,
everybody against you,
yeah.
basically.
So she signed for my apartment. That was my first apartment.
Okay. Yeah, so I feel like I remember everything, like as young as 3 years old. And also that's why I do be feeling like, sister, if you still in here, kids do remember from back. So watch how we treat our kids. And that's why I was saying, Mama, like even though we didn't ever talk about it, maybe I remember it happening, like the craziness around it. Maybe it gave me a certain feeling. I just felt like I needed love all the time moving forward. Because that's how I feel now. But um, this is, I didn't finish this question. What's one thing? Mm, oh, I don't know what this question is. What's one thing you love about me and never told me? Don't think too hard. Just name off all of them if you want
What I
to.
know. I am trying to think like what, and I never told you.
Yeah.
I think I told you.
I don't know. Tell me again then.
What was it? What I never told you. I'm trying to think. You're a great mother. I love the one woman you became. You grew up to be.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? You my
Um,
boo boo. You might still my boo boo no matter how old you get. You still.
Mama, if I blocked out anything, Boo Boo for sure is the name that I blocked out.
You're my
Cause
boo boo.
call me something else.
No matter how
But
old you get.
no, but for real. That's kind of I think all the questions that I had. If you could name my parent, if you could describe my parenting style, what would you? How would you describe it? And this is my last question for you. If you have any for me, I'm
What you
open.
mean style?
Like, like, do you think I'm a gentle parent, a rough parent, a easygoing parent?
Oh, yeah, a easygoing, gentle parent.
I try to be
Yeah.
like Claire Huxtable, if y'all didn't know.
Hmm.
You know, because I watch the Cosby shows at Nick at Night all the time. But thank you, Mama, for answering the questions. Thank you for the apologies. If y'all missed it, oh well, y'all missed it. Subscribe to my YouTube, and when I clip it up and put it out there, y'all will hear it. Um, I like I said, I do believe and agree that some of the stuff that I brought up you did not remember saying, and I do love and appreciate you for saying you don't remember saying it instead of saying you didn't say it and that I'm lying about it
No,
happening.
I'm not gonna say because
So,
if you remember it, it happened, but I don't remember. Like I told you, you have to think about how me and you was only 15 years apart, darling. I don't know how old you really think your mama is, but you seen most of the stuff that how my life was. So
mm,
I would think that by now that you will understand how hard I had to be and the reasons why I had to be hard because the times was different then than it is now. You know what I'm saying?
right. So I do see it. I mean, I did see it, but of course, at whatever age I was seeing it, my brain not understanding or
Right. Right.
computing
Like I said, I
what
expect
you feel.
everybody think everybody has their own childhood problems or traumas or whatever they did, what happened to them and stuff. But as you get older, you realize you can't dwell on that because that that was their life. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't control what my life was. I had to survive it. That's what
Right.
I was doing. I was in survival mode and it was surviving my three kids by myself, trying to make it work every day, and then having a sick kid on top of that because Rihanna's surgeries was every 6 months. So that was a
Mhm.
whole lot of other stuff.
Right. And I just feel like a lot of us, I unfortunately we got to use the words like traumas and triggers, and it just sounds so bad, but I just really feel like, and I'm learning through us, Mama, like our relationship and the relationship with Olivia Rihanna, this our dynamic period. I'm learning that a lot of our ill feelings is misunderstanding and miscommunication, and like we just not used to talking, we're not used to problem solving, just
Just don't assume. Just don't assume. If you have a
yeah.
question about your childhood with your parent, you have to just ask, you have to ask them and ask them in a nice, calmly way because you got to remember that you are a product of their life. They didn't choose to live that way. They didn't choose to have you in them circumstances or do the things they had to do to make sure that you made it to the next day or whatever. You have to accept that. So you gotta realize that you asking your parent, explain to me why you lived the way you lived. I gotta explain my life to you.
I mean, yeah, though,
You
Mama.
know what I'm saying? So a
So,
lot of people take that offensively, though.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. You have to talk to your parents in a different kind of way instead of saying like, "Oh, you traumatized me. My childhood was messed up." Because
yeah,
people think that you was abused, neglected,
yeah.
hadn't got to dry or something by multiple
Throw it on the
people.
street.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah, yeah.
saying? Molested 1,000 times or all that type of stuff. And it don't. It wasn't that.
Yeah, I feel like so. I feel like that you exactly right. You said, but I didn't know how to put it into words. It's really about how we approach it. Like, yeah, we want to know how or why things happen the way it is, but don't come to our parents saying like, "And you never did," and that's
Yeah,
why,
yeah.
and this, and then also like you said, the way you raised us in survival mode. So when as we get older and we grown and living our life, how dare we me at 33 years old, I'm not never about to say like, oh well, I'm mad and sad because my mom ain't hug me. Like, okay, I've been grown 20 years on top of that. I'm still gonna be saying my mama, my mama, or my daddy, my daddy, my daddy. Like, we after so long, even if we don't want to have a conversation or ask our parents the questions, we still have to be accountable for our own reactions moving
Yeah,
forward.
be proud of your mama, that your daddy or your parents that they made it through and you made you grown. You know what I'm saying? That made you survive to be able to do better for yourself as you got older. Don't
Right.
always fault them because it's not their fault. Don't nobody choose this life, a messed up life. Don't nobody choose that. Our parents wasn't rich. And then my mama was already 50 when I got pregnant with you. So you know
Mhm.
that old lady wasn't doing nothing. She ain't worked a day in her life. But I
Yeah,
don't know. But we survived it. Somehow she made money and we survived it.
I
So
think it's
she never left the house. I still didn't get that secret.
you ain't get what secret? Oh, that she never left the
How she
house.
get all that money without leaving the house? How she survive without leaving the house?
Alimony.
No, she wasn't getting no alimony from that broke.
Hey, Desiree, girl, welcome in. Why you have the two E's? Is it Desiree? Am I pronouncing your name wrong? Okay, so Yelly.
Okay, so we got all this out.
Hold on, yeah, let me read the comments real quick. I think parents need to apologize to their children regardless of what they went through in life. Yes, I need an apology with action behind it. Yeah, like a lot of parents don't talk to their kids no more because they don't want to say like, "I'm sorry" or "my bad" or "that's not" or "it happened because X, Y, and Z."
And then you got to be specific of what you want an apology for. You can't ask your parents to apologize for their
For their
life. They
childhood,
can't
yeah.
apologize to you for living their life.
Yeah, so I do get that, like certain stuff that hurt you, like certain stuff that hurt your feelings, or you feel that affected you so heavily that you still carrying it. So yeah, I do feel like we need to be specific with
Yeah.
apologies.
And then they probably
Um,
don't even remember. Like I didn't think that little stuff that we probably thinking a smack on the head, you think it was a little, but it probably been killing somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
True, true. Because those two things. Well, I'm not gonna say I was holding it. I don't think I'm holding nothing with us no more, Mama. Like since Delilah, I think we've been really, really good. Like we ain't even had no. no disagreements or like no craziness going on, and that's almost 10 years.
And
So
then you have to, and then I've been telling them, you don't beat, I didn't beat y'all. Y'all wasn't whooped,
hold
or
on, because I was the one story that I tell everybody, and that's why I'm not a follower. Because when I was 5 or 6, Mama, you had a
oh,
friend.
yep. I will, yep. And
Let
I
me
don't
tell,
apologize for that one.
let
I
me tell
don't. I
y'all.
will not. I will
Okay,
not apologize for that one.
okay, but let me tell y'all. Hold on, you probably didn't mean to do it as hard though, so maybe.
Well,
So,
yeah, it wasn't as hard.
we used to have mama house because I told y'all like when I'm gonna go somewhere, I'm going. I want to be there. So, she had a friend who kid was the same age as me, and we probably like four. Like I'm gonna say at least four, probably 1 3. But anywho, the
It's
girl,
fine. I'm fine.
talking about our smarts and what we know, our ABCs and 1 2 3s. And the girl didn't know hers. I knew mine, but that's my friend. So she was being put on front in front of her mama. So I'm like, I don't want to. Um, I want to
Yeah.
make her friend look bad. Like I want to make her look stupid.
No, I'm gonna dummy down myself to her
Yeah,
level. Like
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
So the girl didn't know her ABCs, and mom like, I'm sorry, say your ABCs and 1 2 3s. I'm like, I don't know. So mom just still yelling at me, telling me to do it. I'm like, I don't know. Like, what are you talking about? She pulled that belt out so fast. Let me see if this is
Whatever.
going off my knees, y'all. When I say the skin was gone, and I still don't know if I said the ABCs. I probably was crying too hard, didn't even say them. But that's when I tell you that's something that's stuck in my brain. And I'm not saying it's stuck in my brain as far as something that I hold against my mama, but it's now a funny story to me where I say that's probably why I'm not a follower, and it
Yeah.
probably is, and
Exactly.
I'm
Exactly. Exactly. That's the way to look
so
at
this
it.
might be the one time that whooping the kid worked out.
Yeah. You don't dummy down yourself to no for nobody.
Yeah, that's insane, bro. Y'all forgot I was cooking. And I smell this chicken.
Okay, so how's parenting going for you?
Parenting for me is easy breezy cover girls. So parenting for me is yes, and I'm cooking. I am baking some whole chickens. I'm about to make the sides after I get off of here. Parenting for me is emotional. And I guess I'm just learning I'm an emotional being, an emotional person, and it's emotional because I feel both. I feel like I don't have a gray area yet. I'm either super emotional or I'm like, okay, whatever, do what y'all gonna do. And I feel like I'm emotional because like Jayla is leaving and getting ready to go to school. I want to know how you feel. Well, I was pregnant, so I guess you have to worry about that. But she getting ready to leave and go to school. And I just feel like I'm scared, kind of like I'm not equipped or ready to trust her out in the world. Like I trust her in the world, but I don't trust the world with her. Um, but other than that, I think I don't. I really think parenting is easy. Like just do what I tell. Just listen to me.
Are you ready? But that's not gonna happen. Are you ready to take a step back? You gotta get yourself in the mood to take
Yeah.
a step back.
Yeah, and I'm ready to. I am so especially because with Jayla and how we interact now. So that's why I talk to her. Like now, I talk to her more like an adult. Like, and make sure she comes talking to me like an adult. Come to me with your plans. Don't ask me to figure out or have a plan in place on whatever you got going on, whatever you need. Trying to go hang out with your friends, X Y Z, whatever. Just because I want her to think more for herself and on her own, because you're about to have to do that in a minute. You're not gonna be able to call me all the time, and I gotta get used to you not calling me all the time. But they know the rules. Mama, you, Olivia, and Rihanna, y'all don't know the rules yet. Hey, Big Peach, welcome in.
What's
Y'all don't know the rules yet. 2 days is too long for me not to hear from y'all. I need proof of life. 2 days, okay, I understand everybody get busy. Day three, if I don't hear from y'all, I will send an Amber Alert out. So I got her set with that. So she know when she go off to school, I don't care. 2 days is too long for me not to hear from you. But yeah, I think parenting. I think maybe that's my gift. Maybe that's my talent. I be saying I don't have a talent and I don't know how to do things because I'm left-handed. But I think
Never tried. What you mean? Back that up. Just because you left-handed, darling, don't hate on my left-handed people because we are the best. Don't be one of them.
I mean, but I can't do nothing with my hands physically. Like I hold knives crazy, so I can't cook. I
That's
I
not
can't
true.
braid. I do inside out braiding, like under braids, because I'm it.
You
Um,
crazy.
when I write, I have ink all on my knuckles because I'm like, what can do?
No, no.
But
Crazy.
I enjoy parenting. I don't want any more kids for personal reasons. It doesn't have anything to do with because they too much or nothing. It's just ain't no.
Somebody got to give me one. I've been
Huh?
thinking about it. Somebody got to give me one. I've been thinking about it.
Okay, Olivia can have another one.
Yeah, but that's gonna be.
A while.
Yeah.
Well, you already know my two's gone. I'm not having one. I just don't feel like it's a man out here on this earth that's worth impregnating me again. So I'm straight.
Okay, we're going back to questions. What's questions?
You was asking me a question. You said, "How do I feel about
Um.
parenting?"
Oh, okay. My question is, mm, I keep hearing you saying trauma and
Trigger.
yeah, you don't want to be let down and all this stuff. So, when was there a time where you were let down by me that I wasn't there for you and I knew that you needed me?
Let me see. That is specific because I don't have like any specific one time or like um one big situation where I feel like he wasn't there, but it was like it's when little stuff happens, it just tallies up to you not there or you won't be there for me. Hey AP. So for example, this is something minor, but stuff like this is why. So for example, a couple years, probably 10 years ago, I was stranded at Walmart with Jayla, and my battery was dead or something like that. You was at home, 10 minutes away from the Walmart. I called you like I don't know what to do. I didn't have no cables or nothing. You had cables. I'm like I need to jump, whatever. You like my butt hurt. Ask somebody in the parking lot to give you a jump. That pissed me off.
What?
So after that, like probably a couple weeks passed, my tire had blew, and I was picking kids up from school, and I needed a tire. I didn't have nobody to call, so I made a Facebook status. I didn't call you. I made a Facebook status. Then you call like, why you on here doing all that? You know I will be there for you. I'm like, I just called you 2 weeks ago. You wasn't there for me because your butt hurted. So why would I call you? And my tire blew. So like little stuff like that just added up to make me feel that a lot of other situations don't even think to call you because if and so cause I'm like that wasn't gonna get her out of bed or get her to help me. If that was her excuse for not helping me, I know this big thing I need, not gonna happen. But like I said, that was before all the stuff happened when I was pregnant with Delilah. Since Delilah, me and you've been cool, we've been good. I don't know, but
Okay, that was okay. But when I say things like that, my butt hurt.
mm,
That was medical stuff that you don't know, you didn't know, and I couldn't.
I mean, Sean was there too, though. You could have said Sean.
Well,
Like
usually he
I
will come.
knew.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know then.
I mean,
See,
I'm saying
that's
like
what I remember. Because I know, but my one, this one time my butt was hurting. I know I couldn't do nothing. But that was medical stuff. But you didn't know, y'all don't know nothing about my medical stuff like that then. I couldn't tell you that.
and that's crazy. Wow, I'm probably like 22, 23 years old.
Because, you still, kids didn't know a lot of stuff. God, everything wasn't for everybody to know back then. Let's put it that way.
Well, don't say back then. I was an adult. I was an
But I'm
adult.
still, I'm still saying because kids don't. My kids didn't know my personal medical. You're just now starting knowing my medical stuff.
And that's because you didn't let it get so severe that we have to know. So
I
we
just mean I
obviously
let it
can't say
get.
you
It
know.
just happened. I didn't let nothing get
I
nothing. It just
mean,
happened.
but if we would have knew like the pancreas stuff, I didn't know nothing about that. So maybe if we knew that, then well, that's another conversation. But still,
Yeah.
but so it's like me not knowing the medical part of it.
Yeah, it's the reason you don't know the full reason, so you take your. I get that you take your own, come up with your own answers or about the reason why. So that's fine.
So I can't think of nothing like offhand besides like
Yeah, because
that.
I was just wondering, because I'm like, dang, what's they talking about? I was there for everything. They never
I
wasn't doing
mean,
nothing. And I
hold
was always,
I mean, hold on, wait a minute, because like I said, it's not nothing specifically maybe that I asked for and you wasn't there, but like small stuff that may have been small to you, but it really was big to me. I think about it. You didn't come to my fifth grade graduation. You didn't come to my eighth grade graduation. My eighth grade year, I got a 4.0 the whole time. It was, and no, it wasn't acknowledged. It was just like expected. Like, yeah, you better have got all
I
A's
didn't come.
here. No, you didn't come. You had a child support appointment or whatever with Olivia Daddy. Yes. Yeah,
You know, eighth grade graduation, I had child support.
you had a child grandma came, you had a child support hearing or you had to go to court or something like that.
Oh,
But stuff like that I remember and hold on to and I wonder like why was I not prioritized? You know, but again, this is your life and you have other things to do or you had to go to work or whatever it was. But those were big events to me, like my schooling or me being stranded.
yeah, I get that.
So just made me assume other stuff like, okay, well that was something big that she ain't come to, so I for sure ain't gonna expect her to come nothing little or do nothing little. Like,
Well,
yeah.
see, that's what I'm saying. You should have thought that. It was just something was keeping me. Wasn't like I was out partying. I couldn't come. It was some reason why I couldn't be there.
I mean, but as an adult now, I do feel like switch
Yeah.
the software appointment. My daughter's graduating from the eighth grade with a 4.0, like the whole school year accolades. Like I'll catch y'all next time with this child support stuff. You know, like I just like I said, I don't feel like you purposely just did it to hurt me, but I just feel like I wasn't prioritized, and that makes me feel small, and it makes me feel like I didn't matter. Not yeah, it makes me feel like I didn't matter as much. So when it came time to, as I'm growing, whatever that stuff is still in the back of my mind, but it's not like making me feel a way against you. But it's just making me move differently. Like, it's just basically I'm saying it lowered my expectations. So with my expectations being lowered for you, it lowered my expectations for everybody in my life. Because if my expectation for my mother is this, y'all for sure ain't about to come through. So I don't know how to say that.
That's crazy thinking.
I mean, but I feel like it's working. I feel like it worked for
I
me.
mean, it's
Like,
yeah to save it, yeah to save off from headache. Because sometimes people don't show up. I'm telling you, you watched my life. You watched it, so I don't even I like I say I don't know what it is exactly, or I don't remember what it is exactly with y'all and y'all traumas or reservations y'all have from y'all childhood. All I can say is that whatever hurted your feelings, I do apologize for. But at the time of the things was going on, I was living my life the best way I knew how to do.
and that, Mama, I promise you, I do completely
Yes.
understand. I'm gonna always say but, because but is my favorite word. But some stuff I just feel like was inhumane. Like you said, you don't remember some of the stuff, like how the whole liquor being poured in.
Yeah, I remember
Um,
that.
like Olivia, I don't know if you in here still, but when I brought up the whole virginity thing, like when that stuff happened, in that same time, you were on the phone with somebody and was like, yeah, this bitch talking about she gonna kill herself. I don't care. I got two more kids after her. I will never forget that either. And you probably don't remember you said it, but that hurt my feelings because now I feel that you feel that way.
Nope, not at all. Never felt that way. Never. We don't remember saying it, but like I said back then, I didn't get. I gave a little of no fucks because I was trying to live my life, and everybody was disrespecting and doing dumb shit, and it was really pissing me off. So
Everybody
my
like you, a kid
reaction.
like us.
No, no, I'm not saying. I'm just saying my life. I'm talking about my life. So it was like a lot of stuff was on me, and then and then you gotta remember, I'm young myself. I don't know what's happening. All this stuff is happening for me from the beginning, just as everything in the beginning for me. First time, first time, first time, first time. So I was just trying to live my life.
Right, but
To me, I felt like long as y'all wasn't abused, y'all wasn't hurt, y'all
you
wasn't raped, y'all wasn't neglected, y'all wasn't homeless. None of this stuff that other kids was going through. Your mama wasn't a crackhead. She wasn't a drunk. She wasn't a
right.
hoe. You know how much sex I lost with y'all?
That's not a thing to say really like that not to sound like rude or nothing, but that don't matter to me. I'm really
No,
unfazed.
it don't matter to you because you don't. It wasn't your life.
I'm
It
right.
was
I'm saying, but you could have done that if you want. Like you literally, like I just feel like a lot of stuff could have been, like adjusted. Like the people that were affecting you or like making you mad or whatever.
Mhm.
It shouldn't have spilled off into the lack of whatever we were lacking. Like it may have made you feel. It may have made you harder because you had to go through everything in life and live how you were living, like in survival mode. But I just, like I said, the humanity of it all, the love of these kids that you nurture and carry and brought out into the world, like I just want, like, where the softness, why the softness never came in, like I don't really know how I'm trying to word it, but oh, man, I think she told me I was more angry for a while. I
what?
don't think that, but
Because with alcohol, which made her angry and evil for a while. No,
yeah, I don't
alcohol
think.
was. I was never a mean drunk.
Yeah, alcohol was
I
life
was
of the party
drunk
for
drinking,
her.
and I was never an alcoholic.
I think alcohol was life of the party for you. Like
Yeah.
everybody in the family, how they drink and get
Everybody
angry.
else will argue. I'd be happy having fun. Listen to
Yeah,
my music.
but I just like my question always is like even when I do think about my childhood, it's never a blame of you did X or didn't do X, so I'm Y or whatever. It's never like a blame, a cause and effect type of thing now, but um I just some stuff just makes me wonder why another route or another way didn't pop into your head. But and it's also again still not to blame is because our environment, the people who's outside of you.
Yeah, I didn't have that. I didn't. You got to realize I didn't have that for myself. Mommy wasn't telling me, "Oh, I love you." You better go make that money. You ain't gonna be able to. You gonna sink or you gonna swim. You better get out there and figure it out and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to realize. Then I had six sisters and brothers who didn't do was all crackheads. I had to be hard. I had to fight for everybody. I had to take care of everybody. It was hard.
Yeah,
And
so
that's why I was so mean and hard on and well, let me see. My mentality was so can I say evil. My mouth was reckless. I say some of the reckless stuff there. I even look at videos of boyfriends I had from years ago. Oh, and I need to call Sean and I need to apologize to him because I watched videos of me cussing that man out. I would have whooped my ass long time ago. Like from
no.
me, like who do you think you are to say that to them people? Like it was just crazy to me. But I can't. It was just who I was. I can't explain a reason why I was that way because it was just the way I was raised. I fought from being grown, from teenager to grown. I fought my whole life, and I fought niggas mostly. I had a couple of fights with females. Most of my fights was with men or
Yeah,
family.
I remember I was out there fighting with you too.
You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't life wasn't I didn't have a peachy girly life where I could be pretty and just lay up and not do nothing and be all no. I had to be out
What
there
I
tugging the
say? You trying to say that that's what all I do? Sorry,
no.
I'm
I'm saying I'm glad y'all don't have to do that. That's what I'm saying. I did all that so y'all didn't have to do that. You know, because didn't nobody teach me to get up here. You got to get up, go to school. You know, nobody told me about college or, jobs. There are people, they didn't have jobs. They woke up every day and made figure it out every day, and it was nothing.
yeah, and
A
that's
$2 beer every day, a $2 beer every day. That's the kind of life they live.
and mama, that's why I do want to say this too, because like you said, we literally only know what we know or what the people around us and people who raising us know. Y'all didn't have access to the internet and to like basically y'all
No.
only access to so much outside of y'all front door.
Right.
So
We have one TV. We have one. Mommy had one TV. We had one TV in the front room. She had one live telephone, no internet, no cable. We had nothing. What you mean?
right, no, I'm saying that to say like that's my purpose. That's the reason for me making this platform. And it's not. And when I make these videos and I have these conversations and I talk my talk, I don't want you to take offense or think that I'm talking only regarding my childhood or only talking to you. So, when I first started this, it was because of those kids in Pontiac that got neglected, and the one kid had got unalived, and then the one kid in Pontiac where the mama left them for years, and the house was trash, and all that stuff, whatever. So stuff like that just making me realize and think how people don't have these conversations with their parents, how people don't ask questions, or how people don't change their traditional way of raising kids because they don't know how, because they don't know what they should or could do, even just ways of talking to kids.
Yeah.
So it's we literally only know what we know. And so again, since I'm sending Jayla out to the world dealing with other kids, let's start talking about how y'all raising y'all kids, because it's not too late to change stuff and have conversations or let people know what's right, what's wrong, or I was right or I was wrong, because that the stuff that people hold on to from their childhood, they carry it for forever or for years, and that's how they, and that kind of determines how they act when they once they get out into the real world. So maybe it's not too late to save a life by parents apologizing to their kids, or at least acknowledging their pain if they have pain, or just saying positive stuff to them if they wasn't saying positive
Ask your
stuff
parents
before.
about their life. I said, what happened? How I used to. That's what happened to me when my daddy died,
Mm-hmm.
and I was 16 when he died, and I was mad at mommy because my he was with me. He was in my room with me. He's cool enough. He was drinking. She was in her room drinking. They had already broke up, and she got drunk. And by 2 3 o'clock in the morning, she comes in my room. He passed out. She wake him up, tell him to get out of her house. Threw him out. My daddy was staying in a 2 family flat, but he had heat, so he was staying at my house and in my room with me.
Mm-hmm.
So when she threw him out, he didn't have heat. So drunk, he went on home and tried to light the kerosene heater and fell asleep. And the kerosene heater blew up, and
Oh,
He died of smoke inhalation. And somebody come to my house. His friend come to mommy's house at like 4 o'clock that morning, saying, you know,
he
he
passed.
gone. And I hated her. I hated her from that day forward. Because he was fine. He was been alive. He was been alive. He was. If you wouldn't have put him out, you know what I'm saying. I was thinking that. But then after a while, I had to think to myself, that was her man. You know what I'm saying? And that was her life. Who am I to judge her about how she treated the man she was messing with?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to just ask them about their life. Ask them about their history, huh? Who they been with, and how they lived. Because that's what I did to mommy. Because after my day, I didn't want to know. I want to know about your life. Tell me. And she started telling me her stories about her life and stuff.
Mm. You're right.
But then I understood. Then I kind of understood why she was so mean and so violent and stuff.
Yeah. You should probably go live and tell them stories.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but then I don't know. People won't even be thinking I'm crazy. I already can't get a man because the two of them did that.
Well, think about. But mother, I do have to finish cooking. Do you have any more questions? I wish you would have been on camera. We might redo something similar or do a
Okay,
duo.
okay. Now you got to tell the people something good that I did about your childhood since you worked through all your problems. Say a good memory. Nah.
Let me see. What's a really good memory besides you buying me all my electronics? I'm gonna think of a solo one. Aside from us hanging all the time, because I told y'all that I'm going with mama wherever she go. Um, I don't know, mama. We didn't really do nothing solo separately. Mama always for sure is the reason why I act how I act. I would say that, like, aside, I guess, from the medical stuff, because I thought that we always had real conversations. Aside from the medical stuff, when I do talk to you, let me talk to the screen. So I gotta edit this. So I will say, like, when I do talk to my mom, everything that I got from her, or like my advice that I got from her, was raw and unfiltered, and she never sugarcoated nothing or send me to the fire, so to speak. I love watching my mom I love the villain era. So my sister, what she say, I love that because Mama, if I'm being honest, you kind of should have been meaner to some of them folks. Um, a lot of good times. Of course, I'm gonna say shopping with you because I had sisters, but maybe that's why I feel like I'm people's favorite. I had sisters, but me and mama, when it was good, or like when I was in my grandma's house trying to hang outside with my friends, we always spent a lot of time together outside, meeting people, meeting your friends. Yeah, she's sure should have. Girl, I kind of still want to do it, which is why I want her to go live because I'll go live and co-host with you and talk about them folks. Um, what else? Oh, mama, you know I'm always say your hustle spirit that got passed down to me. So I'm gonna find a dollar.
Right.
And I had no shame about it. What else? That's pretty much it. I still don't have no money management skills. I know how to make a dollar, but do I know how to keep one? No.
Yeah, I'm still working on that too.
But mama, I do love you, and I do want you to know that even though I have these questions and I have these memories, even the ones that I hold on to just as remembrance, because it's just something that I can't forget. I'm not never holding on to it to where I'm treating you different, I'm feeling different about you, or how I respond to you. It's just it's just a part of my story basically. So I'm not in a season or in a phase. I'm past whatever hurt I felt about any of the situations.
Well, I'm good. That's good. I hope you know that I loved you too. I loved you from the day you crawled out of me, trying to almost killing me. Um, and I'ma always be there for you and all my babies. And I am proud of all y'all. And I just want y'all to know that I just want to just fit me in a little more sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing nothing over here but sitting over here. Y'all know, but just fit me in a little bit more.
And that's what I do
I
know.
want to be a part. I want to be a part.
But listen, thanks for the pops miracle. And that's what I do know. I know that you don't got nothing going on over there. So when it 24 hours then pass and I have to text you, how you get text me? You ain't got nothing going on over there.
Yeah, but I be smoking and then I fall asleep or something, or then I be in the TikTok and all that. Next thing you know, it be nighttime, it be bedtime. I be like, dang, I ain't talk to nobody.
But mama, so now that we have done this, I do think that it would be healthy for us to do monthly check-ins. If you don't mind. Once
No, I don't mind. I want to do more. I want to do more. I want you to ask me more. I want y'all to know more. Before I die, I want y'all to know everything about who y'all mama is. I don't care what it is. If whatever happened, whatever didn't happen, or whatever you missed, talk to me. Tell me. I want to know.
all right, real quick. Can I put your business out for a minute?
Yeah. Yeah. I ain't got no business. What?
Okay, y'all. We gonna switch topics real quick, but she about to go after this. Why you don't give head? That's
Ugh.
crazy to me. And that's another thing. You want to tell us the medical stuff, but you quick to yell how you don't suck a dick.
Absolutely not.
That
Because
is
can you
wild.
imagine? Can you imagine? Lord,
Yeah,
how
I can
much?
imagine because I do it.
But I'm saying though, by the time you 50, how many dicks you gonna have in your mouth?
I mean, I'm married, so right now,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You married now? Yeah, yeah. You married. You know what I'm
but
saying? And then it was never my thing. You know what I'm saying? Back in our day, it was a secret if a girl sucked your dick. If a
mm,
nigga ate your pussy, it was a secret. Now y'all are just all out with it. Then you got to know that the next last person that you did, and the next person you did, and that's the first thing they gonna say. You suck my dick. You suck my dick. To be, oh my god, I used to
okay,
hate
you be
it.
like, yup, and it stinks. Because remember I threw up.
Yeah, yeah. Like no, that is not. Then no, because then you don't trust these people. That's why I only had sex with only 7 men in my whole life. 7 men in my whole life, and I'm 50 years old. And that's including y'all three different daddies. So I'm not, I was never, I think I'm missing. You know what I'm saying? But it was never a thing for me.
Mm,
I
yeah.
like the passion more than the,
That's a get out of jail free card. We don't want to actually do the act. Thanks for I can lose it. Thanks for sharing the live. This is the sub only live. It is about to end. I am gonna come back on for a regular live just to talk to my people if y'all want to come up on the panel after. She got that from our mama. I mean, her mama age, I think. Probably. Nah, a little younger. Mama, she will be 50 this year. Mama, we should have a party for you. You should think about it.
For what? Nobody gonna come out? No, nobody.
It's for us. Get them. We can have a party, a nice celebration, a nice party, decorate, stuff like that. And you could, if any, and really, if you want to, you could invite all of your loser family members, and then we could have like a security outside, and then tell them that they name on the list.
Oh, God. That'd be a good idea. I hope I can eat and drink by then.
I know, right?
So after this conversation, I'll probably go try to see if I can get me a drink. If it'll stay down.
Man,
It's been a month. But yeah. But
this movie.
I hope y'all us is open. And then your sister Olivia, you can get up here and ask me anything too. Anytime you want to too. Y'all can talk to me. Y'all grown women.
Okay,
Ain't no sense in hiding. I'm an open book.
I do plan to have like parent panels again because I want to turn my lives back into what I intended my lives to be, but I want it to be like more conversational, more topics. So other people, and it won't be a subscriber only live all the time. It's only like that now because I am going to be clipping this up. So I don't want the chat to be chatting too much or like anybody sending stuff. So I think,
yeah,
I don't know how to edit it, but those will be like for the public. And it's not always going to be like trauma or childhood based. Just it's parenting stuff. Period. What we doing?
All stuff that happened. Yeah, the sneaky stuff y'all did that I didn't know about. All that. Yep, I want to know all that.
You want to know sneaky stuff, Mama?
Yep, all the stuff y'all did. I didn't know nothing about. All that. Yeah, I want to know. Just like y'all want to know. I want to know too.
All right, you want to ask me one question before we go? I don't think I had no sneaky stuff that I got y'all don't know about.
Let me see.
Yeah, I think all my sneaky stuff got put out in the open. So that's right, Mama. Ask your question. She ain't come prepared with questions, so
right. I did. I'm gonna get you though. I'm gonna get you now. I know because I know how this gonna go. It's my first time really being on TikTok, especially long. I usually just slide through.
Olivia, is there something about me that you think that Mama don't know? I got it all out the way off my conscience. I think. I think maybe because I got grown. I feel like I got grown quick. So after so long, I ain't have to sneak. I was sneaking so long before I even got caught. After that, let me see. I skipped school one time to watch my baby daddy get baptized. That's a secret. Oh, no, Mama. I got one for you. One time, and then after this, we leaving for real. Once. I don't think your secret started coming out when you got pregnant. Yeah, that was my biggest secret right there. But so Mama, one time I had skipped school and I had went to our baby daddy house and he had got mad at his mama and he was like fighting and punching the walls and stuff, whatever. And his hand was bleeding. So he took his knuckles and wiped it on my shirt. And then he left because the police was coming or something. So I just walked home. I mean, I walked to grandma's house, but you was there. Like I had walked to grandma's house. I had told her some story, and she sent me to the store. And she had said that she wasn't gonna call and tell you. But then you had came home from lunch or something. Like you had came to her house from lunch from work or whatever. And you like, what you doing here? And I had heard her made it for lie. He was a little mad, but I had said like, yeah, they got into a fight at school and they got blood on my shirt. So I left to come change my clothes, but mom sent me to the store. And she was willing to lie with me. But I really don't think I have no good stuff. Like no.
Yeah, that lady was crazy.
Yeah, sex was my secret. That was it. I ain't really nothing sneaky for real. But all right, Mama, thank you so much for doing this. I really wish the camera thing would have worked, but we will get it together and get better as time goes on because I am reevaluating my life, my content journey, and the things that I do. But I did just want to make sure I let that be known that when I do make my videos or say my stuff, it's never nothing against you or nothing against my childhood, period. It really could be something that I saw and I'm just trying to make it mine or whatever. That's why I say I don't want to keep using the word trauma or trigger, but that's kind of how that's the name that's given for people, the way that people grew up or for their childhood.
Yeah, I get it now. I get it. Say what you want. As long as I know that y'all good, we good. I'm good. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I just don't want y'all to think like I didn't love y'all for real, y'all childhood. When I know I took care of y'all, I love all y'all. I may not been emotional. I'm not emotional. You know what I'm saying? I'm not touchy feely. PDA is not my thing.
Yeah, I know. I remember
Only
some.
with my babies though.
Olivia said she played in your makeup and she wiped it on the covers. That's what she did. The last one? Yeah, go ahead. All right, y'all. Mama, I love you. Friends,
Love
sisters,
you.
comment. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for subscribing to my page. We will do subby. I don't know. I think I'm gonna do it on Sundays. We will do subby Sundays more often, at least every other Sunday. And it won't always be my mom as a guest. It won't always be nobody as a guest. It might just be me recording an episode, crying, talk about my feelings before I cut it up and put it on YouTube. So if y'all are not following me on YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Mama Made 4. Catch up on the videos. I am talking to my kids, interviewing my kids, just talking to them about their life. Now, I think I want to redo it and see, hey, now that it's been about 6 months, how do y'all feel now? I don't know. Baker, thanks for sharing the live. I am about to end the live, but I'm gonna get back on regular because I can't take it off subby only. I can only put it on subby only. When I go off, I gotta go over, y'all. So I appreciate y'all. I'm about to go back live, cooking in the kitchen until the food is done.
All right, bye everybody. Have a good day. See y'all later.
All right, I'm gonna drop you.
Bye, Gigi.
Bye.
They just got in here, so I want you to think they was listening the whole time.
It's okay, I know.
All right, y'all. See y'all on the other side.